Welcome to another Jordan Health Minute. I'm Juanita Washington, Director of Marketing and Communications here at Jordan Health. And joining me today is Colleen O'Brien. We're so excited for her to be joining us again. And listen, every time we see Colleen and we see food, we know we have to get right and get fit.
That's right.
And this is all about summer, guys. So we have a lot of things coming up, a lot of things, people throwing things on the grill.
Yes.
I am a meat eater. I think we have established this.
So
we for me, grilling includes hot dogs, hamburgers, ribs, steaks, but you're going to show us some different healthier options.
That's right. That's right.
Okay.
Okay, are you ready?
I'm going to try.
Okay, so the great thing about grilling is that you can grill so many things. So it doesn't just have to be meat. So I know that meat is sort of what we associate with grilling.
It is.
For sure. But I want to go over some other options that are healthier, ways to get in fruits and vegetables, and help to round out your meal. Okay. So we will touch on meat at the end of this segment, so I will talk a little bit about it, but I'm actually going to shift our focus to fruits and vegetables.
Let's do it.
Okay. All right, so the first thing we're going to talk about is vegetables. Okay, so pretty much any vegetable you can think of, you can throw on the grill. Okay, so you want to focus on variety in terms of color. So different colors of vegetables have different nutrients.
Okay.
Okay, so the more variety of color you can get, the better well-rounded nutrient intake you're getting as well. Okay, not to mention you're going to add a lot of different flavors to your plate.
Okay.
Okay.
A colorful plate.
Yes, a colorful plate, exactly. Exactly, try to build the rainbow. So
make it look like me.
You got it.
Right.
If that helps you to get your vegetables in, that's fine, Juanita. Okay. So today we have, these were pre-grilled, okay, so I did these this morning. So we have some grilled zucchini, okay, and we have yellow squash.
Okay.
So these, they don't take long to grill, really just like a few minutes on the grill. And then I also added in some red peppers. You can do any peppers, they don't have to be red. Red are nice, they have a little bit of a sweet flavor to them.
Okay.
So for seasoning, this is the thing. We often, even with our meats, we tend to add in a lot of like heavy sauces, things that are high in salt, sugar, sodium. And so we really want to let the flavors come through on their own, whether it's like the meat or it's the vegetables.
Okay.
So grilling
you scared me with the seasoning. Hold on. Hold on. So what are we seasoning it with?
Yeah, so we are seasoning.
Okay.
We are. We just want to try to move down in terms of the sodium, the saturated fat, and the sugar.
Okay.
Okay. So for this, we did, it was very simple. This is just some garlic powder, some pepper, and some salt.
Okay.
And it's very flavorful. So you get to actually get the flavor of the zucchini. Zucchini is a mild vegetable, so I'm not saying no seasoning, but we don't need to over season.
And it's something that you wouldn't normally think about to grill,
yes.
right? Many people throw the peppers on there, but you don't think about zucchini. So
Right. Yes, exactly. And there is an abundance of zucchini right now. This is very much its season. Okay. So you ready to try it?
I'm ready.
Okay. All right. And something just to pay attention to. So again, we don't want to over season. So you really just need, if you're doing like a spice rub, okay, so I brought a variety of spices here. You can also make mixtures, which I think we can post some of these on our website.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we can post some recipes for some different spice rubs. And then if you're doing a marinade, an Italian is an easy one to do. That's very simple. You can also just coat a little bit of olive oil, very light. So we're talking, if you're doing a rub, it's about a tablespoon to a pound of food.
Okay.
This would go for the meats as well. And if you're doing a marinade, it's about a half cup of marinade to a pound of food.
Okay.
So
and when would you use just a rub and just a marinade? What type of different taste would that give you?
Yeah, that's a good question. There's so much variety with both. I mean, you could do spicy for a marinade, spicy for a rub. I have Italian seasonings here.
Okay.
So there's like oregano, basil, rosemary you could mix together. So really even
have fun, be creative.
Yes, that's really my thing. Have fun, be creative. Cooking should be fun.
Yes.
Right? You get to be outside while you're doing this, enjoy the summer weather.
Right.
So, okay, so I'm gonna have you try the yellow squash.
Okay.
And a little bit of the red pepper.
And we can grill indoors too as well, right?
I'm glad you mentioned that actually. So that is for you.
Okay.
So there is, sometimes I'll use like a George Foreman grill. You could use that, and that would give you sort of the same similar outcome to grilling outside. So that could be something to try if you don't have a grill outdoors, or if you just want to stay inside, maybe in the colder months, which we certainly have in Rochester.
Right.
Yeah.
This is good, Colleen.
What do you think?
It's really good. It's not oversaturated with seasoning, but
Yes.
it does wake up the flavor of the zucchini.
Yes, and that's
So-
what we want to do, is enhance the flavor of the natural
I think
food.
I'll eat the rest of it.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. Excuse me. That was good.
Okay, wonderful. All right, so moving on to our next plate here. So this is something, again, I think people think a lot less of, is the idea of grilling fruits. But you can definitely do this as a dessert, as a nice, healthy, refreshing, light dessert in the summer. So what the nice thing with fruits is that when you grill them, the natural sugar in the fruit caramelizes, and it takes on a sweeter flavor. So I had chosen to do pineapple, and then there are also some apples here. Peaches would be great right now. It's definitely, we're heading into peach season. You could do pears, you could do bananas, nectarines. So really, again, like play with things, play with flavors, play with different fruits, try different things.
Right.
But it's wonderful. It's going to be a lot lower in calories, a lot lower in saturated fat, no added sugars. So just a fun way to get in your fruits for the day.
That's nice. And it doesn't take that long to make, right?
It's
so you
quick.
mentioned, yeah.
Yes, it's very quick. That's what's so nice about grilling too. I mean, this literally took 5 to 10 minutes to get everything grilled, maybe a few minutes just to cut up the vegetables. So it's really quick. If you get home from work late and you don't have much time, I would say this is definitely a simple, quick, convenient way to go.
Okay, perfect. So listen, again, I have a sweet tooth, so I'm gonna just take a bite of the pineapple.
Pineapple? Okay,
to see
great.
what that tastes like, just to give everyone a really good feel.
Yes, yes.
Because Colleen likes to keep us very healthy, which is great.
That's right. And enjoying the food.
Yes.
Enjoying the food.
Yes.
So healthy is delicious.
Key.
Yes.
That's really good.
They're good? It's a nice flavor.
Yes, and it does caramelize, like you mentioned.
Like it tastes sweeter than a raw pineapple.
It does.
Yeah.
It does, which
Yeah.
is great. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Colleen, so listen. Now, I do love all of the options you have presented, the fruit and the vegetables. But I'm still going to need some meat on the grill. So give me some options for what I need to do with that.
Okay, we will talk about meat. We will. Okay. So over here, I brought in some food models. And so a few things I want to point out when you're grilling meats. So you do want to focus on meats that are lower in saturated fat. And that is typically going to be chicken, turkey, although we tend to do less of that unless it's a holiday, and fish or seafood. So also with chicken, you want to make sure that you take the skin off. So most of the fat lies in the skin.
Okay.
So you do want to make sure you take that off before you eat it.
Nice compromise.
Yeah, is that fair?
Be healthy.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly,
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, let's get some meat, but take the skin off. That's a compromise.
So I also want to look at portions here. So we tend to, in America generally, we tend to eat a lot of meat, often larger portions than we need to eat. So the bulk of your meal should always be some sort of vegetable when we're really looking for optimal health. Okay, and getting in all your nutrients. So really a good half plate portion of vegetables is what we want to aim for. And then your meat, we say, should be, if you're following the balanced plate method, it's about a quarter of your plate. Or another way to do it would be the palm of your hand, or about the size of a deck of cards.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that's about 3 ounces. So you can also use a food scale. They're cheap. You can pick one up at Walmart, Target.
Yeah.
They have them there if you'd prefer measuring. Some people like to measure, but this is a simple way to do it, so you don't have to get out scales. And so about 3 ounces. So this would be a small fillet of fish. This would be a piece of chicken with the skin on, so you would take that off.
Okay.
This is pork, so you can see these are very thin.
Okay.
So that would be about 3 ounces there. We can see over here about 3 ounces of beef, like a beef or a steak. And then we do have some shrimp here. Shrimp you can have a bit more of, it's lighter. So this, you could have 2 to 3 servings about this size.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's really what I'll be sharing on meat today.
You listen, as long as we can get a little bit on the plate for National Grilling Month.
Yes.
But what a
Yeah.
nice compromise. So
Yeah.
the gist of that is to make sure it's in the palm of your hand
Yep.
and to fill half of your plate with vegetables. And
Yes.
that way, for meat eaters like myself, I
Yeah.
haven't crossed over to go fully with vegetables.
Yes.
It's a nice compromise and a healthy
Yes.
one.
Yes, a healthy one. A healthy
Great.
one. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, thank you so much, Colleen.
You're welcome. Thank you for
Listen,
having me.
Nice compromise.
Yes, that's what
Teamwork.
we're about. That's right. That's right, Juanita.
All right. Well, thank you
Okay.
all so much for joining us. And Colleen, you're going to join us again for some other healthy treats throughout the summer we can enjoy.
Absolutely.
All
Yes.
right. Well, we'll see
I
you
look forward
guys
to
back at the next Jordan Health Minute.